God, I could listen to that jam all day long, even though I've hated both the teams that Edwin Diaz has just played for and is currently playing for. But that's neither here nor there. What is here and what is there is the BFFL preview show, week 1/2 edition. So I won't be obviously doing any previewing of week 1 because even I could go 6-0, or I guess a better reference would be even 12th place team could go 6-0. But we'll look at a little bit of week 1, mainly look forward to week 2. We will go even further back than week 1, talk a little bit about the draft, talk a little bit about where some teams may or may not be projected for at the end of said season, and things like that. So without further ado, let's hit it to it. Number 1, little housekeeping. League dues, $150, just like last year. The winner will receive $1,200. The loser will receive, oh no, sorry, it's 1,000. Damn it. We'll get back to that. All right. Now that I've done some embarrassing math here, gentlemen, I apologize. At $150 with 12 guys, the pot's $1,800. Winner does get $1,500. The loser will get $300 of the World Series. Everybody else gets a congratulations, and this is America. So if you'd like, I'll send you a participation award as well. So 150, 15, and 300. So big money, guys. Big money. That's like 2 payments on a car. That's maybe like part of a month's mortgage. I mean, that's some easy money right there. All it takes is 24 weeks of hardcore dedication, staring at your phone all day long, thinking about baseball and whether you should drop, Christian Javier for a Nolan Schanuel because your pitching's been pretty good and your offense been terrible. Just 2 random players that don't even play on the same team, but just as an example, you're sweating over the small stuff to win this over 26 weeks and so many hours. Don't break it down on an hourly number, or you'll see that you are making Chinese figures right there, Chinese worker figures. All right, so enough about the cost of the draft. We're 2.5 minutes in. I've done nothing but bump my gums. So, we are back in season for baseball. I do want to touch on draft grades for a moment right there. These are done through a third-party affiliate. So it's not by me. I didn't grade anything. Third-party affiliate. They who shall not be named, who does receive some. Well, in the course of this video, you might see some, commercials and advertisements for said products. I can't promise you that. So let's start with our A's. These teams drafted A's by the third-party affiliate. We had 3 of them. Dangerous Wise Ones, won week 1. Pants, won week 1. And Thrills Revenge Tour, baby, bang, bang, started off with a win. Our B squad, these guys got B's. They passed, but, there's a little room for growth. Italian guy, hey, it's you, Mario. Bidet, solid B. Master Exploder, solid B. Wiz, got a B. Wrong Hole, and Sons of Pitches. Now, of those, when I look around, I see Wiz's with a win. And that was about it in that group, if I'm not mistaken. Wiz was the only guy to get a win out of the B's. Our C's, well, this must be where our winners have come from. Millhouse and Nothing Just Shitty. You guys got C's in the draft, and, both of you also picked up wins in week 1. Well, that's impressive. Even for Anthony. And then lastly, our D. Our D goes solely to the 12th place team. Our third-party affiliates team. Yes, he is a 12th place team, and yes, that is his name and where he should end up this season. So, thinking draft grades. Let's already look ahead. Why even have the season? Let's just think about championship probabilities right here. The other ones, significantly less than what we're about to hear. We got 5 teams that already have some championship probability at a 9% probability rate through Ken Palm. Bidet. With a 12% championship probability. Hey, it's you, Luigi. 17%, the Dangerous Wise Ones. 19% probability of a championship at the end of this season. Those are some comfy fitting pants right there. I'm wearing a pair right now. Pants. And the highest probability, a 1 in 4 Per these third-party affiliate rankings, this team has the best probability of winding up in the championship. It may or may not be Thrills Revenge Tour. So I'm just saying, third-party affiliates love Thrills. Love Thrills. Just almost as much as himself. That's impressive. So let's get into what you guys really care about. Not 5.5 minutes of me, slopping my own knob and yanking my own wank, but baseball predictions. What's going to happen in week 1? So, I mean, let's just finish off the job talking about Thrills Revenge Tour versus nothing but shitty. That's the main event this week. Couple 1-0 guys going against each other. Couple Gator fans, couple Colts fans, couple, wrestling fans right there. So, but, week 1, Anthony put up 8. I'm impressed by that. I respect it. But it could be an overreaction team. You only got one of your boys, spent a lot of money on him. Could it affect you later? I mean, it's you, so it's not like you're going to make any moves. I think you've made 4 all season so far, and we're like 15 days into this wonderful bliss. And everything, you played a team that was downtrodden. You were also downtrodden. You almost coughed that up, but you pulled through in the end. Unlike me, I didn't cough anything up. I was winning all week long. Gritty, ugly. But that's what my team does right now. We're gritty and ugly, but we're going to win. So while you're out here, chilling, living your best life, I'm surviving. I'm ironing, I'm sharpening, ching, 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 iron on iron, baby. And in the end, if we're going to put it in wrestling terms, I'm Gunther, you're John Cena. I'm putting you in the chokehold, the sleeper, nighty-night, tap out. By Sunday night, it's over. It's a wrap. I'm the champ. You're still sitting there. All smiley, John Cena style. All right, so enough about me and mine. Let's go to some guys in the league. Italian guy versus sold to the highest bidet. Alex only put up a 5 spot this past week. Week 1, came out slow out the gates. I can see it. Little, Kansas City Royals S. They came out slow out the gates, 1 and 2. But they played a behemoth known as the Braves. I'm not going to compare you to the Giants. That's like 12th place team territory right there. So I won't compare you to your hometown squad. But 5 points in week 1 against Ant. Nothing seemed to go right for you. When I looked at your stats, I was like, oh, he's not hitting and he's not pitching. Ooh. But we know things will come around for you. We know early. But Day, you lost to me. No shame in that. It's going to happen to a lot of people all season long. You fought. I kept having to look at my phone to make sure I wasn't going to cough up the victory, but I didn't. I held on. You almost held on. So for that purpose alone of making me sweat it all week long, I think you're going to pick up the dub this week, Code Nobes. So Code Nobes about to be 1-1. Ahar about to be 0-2, baby. All right, so now we come to the toilet bowl game of the week right here. Let's flush a Rooney. We got 12th place team versus Sons of Pitches. Sons of Pitches, bullshit, bullshit ass week, whatever. Short week it was. Yep, it was a short week, but winners win and losers lose. And unfortunately, my man, you were a loser in week 1. Now, you weren't as pathetic as the, 12th place Seattle Mariners, half their squad, all their dudes playing terrible in week 1, but you were close. 12th place team, the third party didn't like you. Personally, I like it. Great guy. Can never say anything bad about B Green. Can say in about 10 seconds I can hear some dogs about to be barking in my yard, so just prepare for that. Side note, side intervention in all of this. I'm going to post a poll later. What's been more annoying in the background of my videos? Is it the chickens? Is it the dogs? Or, if you recall long ago, the frogs. The frogs back there. I'm intrigued to know what you guys loathe the most. So I will put it at just a 1 vote maximum, so you can't vote for everything. What I can vote for, though, in this matchup is Rymart picking up his first dub of the year. Not going to be a surprise that we're going to hear this throughout the season, but, 12th place team. I don't know what to do here. Nick Kurtz is really hurting your team right now. He was a risky play. I'm not going to lie. Everybody liked him. I wasn't so sold on him. I know it's only 4 games in. Some guys only 3 games in. And he's still, not up to par for my standards, but he's perfect for your squad, right? For now and for the long run. He'll be a stud. He'll be okay. But not this week. Rymart wins. All right, next up, Wiz. The Wiz. He is the Wiz versus Master Exploder. Oh, man. I don't have many kind words to say here. I know TV appropriate, YouTube appropriate, even almost anything's appropriate on YouTube for this matchup because I think the Wiz is going to be whizzing all over Master Exploder. Master Exploder got 4 last week. I mean, what are we saying here? Wiz wins 12-1. He just dominated. His pitching looks great. His hitting's pretty damn studly. Like, we know it's Billy Baseball, so some of those guys are going to wind up on other teams throughout the year. But we also know it's Billy Baseball, and he's going to wind up acquiring some other studs throughout the year by some means. I won't say nefarious. I won't say overabundant. I might say, a plethora of just thrill style wheeling. I'm going to keep sending this enough times. You're actually going to hit accept twice, and bam, I've somehow got your best player for the Indians all world first 3 game of the year, Chase DeLauter. I think that's how you say his name. So, also in the chat, or excuse me, not the chat, in the Slack, raise your hand if you've been offered Chase DeLauter for at least one of your players. I'd love to know how many guys he sent him to, just for kicks and giggles, not to bust on Billy's balls. But we always got those players. Hey, I don't want him, but somebody will take him right here. I'll just keep pawning him off while he's looking good. All right, but Billy, you're going to win this week. Master Exploder, D-Harb. Oh, man. Going to 0-2, potentially 0-3 in week 3 could not be a worse start for somebody that was just crushed last year through injury and terrible play from all of your stars. I hope it doesn't happen 2 years in a row. Next up, we got Wrong Hole versus Pants. And, Wrong Hole, we just want you to have some dignity, man. Dignity. Dignity, Luann. It's dignity. You didn't have any week 1. 1? You scored 1? And that takes skill in week 1. Like, somebody at least steals a few bases and your K per 9 is great. Or you got lucky and you got some runs scored and some stolen bases maybe. I don't really know what to say. I know to say Pants, not talking much on the Slack board. Making moves, though. I see him making moves. I think he's at 14 moves made this year. It's just sneaking in there, being nice and quiet, like a little snake right now in the grass. In this week, I think that Wrong Hole is the prey. Wrong Hole is about to be snaked by Benson Harbor. Benson Harbor wins, going away. I'm going to give you 3 points this week, Wrong Hole. We all know that, Ben loves to play some Jaycock action. Chickens, round 2. So I think Ben is extra motivated to win this week. So Ben picking up the win. Next up, Millhouse versus Dangerous Ones. A draft versus B draft here. This is like, I might even call the game of the week. Matchup of the week. Couple 1-0 squads. Both teams, 10 pointers. 10 of the 14 points went their way. That hurts. That's like, hey, I'm whipping your ass in everything. And just bend over and take it, like your Tennessee versus Michigan in the final chance for the Final Four. I feel like I'm always going to side with Dangerous Wise Ones because that's my boy more than Rywalk rather. Rywalk still love you, but Savdog, I wore this for a reason, buddy. I wore this for a reason because I knew you were the matchup of the week, and I know you were going to come through in the clutch. Not only is Savdog going to win, he's going to put up another 10 spot this week. Savdog with the win, going to 2-0, getting the most points scored the first 2 weeks. I think it's looking like a good squad. He drafted an A team, third-party affiliate said so. That's all I can say. Another win for Savdog to go to 2-0. That's all I got this week, boys and girls. Well, mainly boys. I'll see you next week. We know some of you are contenders, some of you are pretenders, and some of you in week 2, we'll be talking. Until then, this is Thrills, this is Fantasy Baseball, and this is fun.